Hey guys, it's me Gavin, and today we're comparing this sort of movie accurate Woody that I own. Very neat. Just this kind of custom Woody that I made. And my first Woody, this Toy Story collection Woody that I have. He still works, I just have it turned off in case of battery corruption and stuff. You know, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, very cool Woody. But not fully movie accurate. But today, we are going to compare the two Woodies to see which one's better. So, yeah, let's go. And the reason I'm not showing my face is because I'll look terrible, because it's still morning time. So I'm not really showing my face in this video. So, yeah, just this is my hand. It's a pretty cool hand. It's legendary. It's like worth $150. It's pretty rare. It's a pretty rare hand. And yeah. And the reason the face looks so bright is because obviously I have a ring light, and also this is like a plastic face. So sorry that sometimes in some scenes it'll look like kind of bright like that. It'll kind of block his face. But if I go close enough, then it'll do that. That's just kind of my ring light. That's just kind of what it does. But yeah, let's compare them. So, obviously we're going to start off with the faces. Let's go. So you see on this custom Woody that I have at Daddy's, I just bring it here. I wanted to show it to Mama, but you see it's very accurate to the movie. It's got that mark on its face. I tried to get it off with a magic eraser. See that? It's a little unfocused, but yeah, you can see that. My camera isn't perfect, so yeah. But the face is not fully movie accurate, but it's pretty accurate. But on the Toy Story collection Woody from 2009, its mouth is open, and that's not movie accurate. Well, it's movie accurate, but it's like movie accurate whenever he's alive, you know. So, but for accuracy, I'm gonna have to go with the custom Woody. So yeah. Next up, just gonna place them right there, is the hats. So right here's the Toy Story collection hat, and right here is the custom one hat. So the Toy Story collection, this is a very nice hat. It's got that little strip around it like the movie. It's got like actual leather on the hat, which makes it really cool. But I have a clogged up throat. It's just allergies. So sorry about that. But on this one, it's really cheap. It's got these holes for some reason. It doesn't have the strip. Pretty bendy. I think this one's bendy too. It's not as bendy. It's more hard. And, you know, more like well made. This is like a really, I'll get that later. The hat dropped. But this is like a really cheap hat. It also doesn't even have real leather. It's just material plastic. It's all just a plastic hat. It kind of stinks. So it's a pretty obvious answer who wins this round. The Toy Story collection. Yeah, it's pretty obvious who wins this round. Yeah, Toy Story collection. Get that trash out of here. This is a whole lot better. Alright, next up is the badges. Let's get started. So on my movie accurate sort of custom one, you see the badge is just printed on. It's not an actual badge, it's just printed on. So it's very cheap. So yeah, it's just a cheap little badge. But on the Toy Story collection Woody from 2009, it's an actual badge. It's not printed on. It's an actual like metal badge, just like the movie. So, and it says Sheriff on it. I'm on the selfie camera, so it's backwards, but it says Sheriff on there. But yeah, the Toy Story collection Woody definitely wins this round. That's an easy win. So far, the Toy Story Collection Woody is winning. But next is the price. So for the custom, hold on, let me put the hat back on. For the custom Woody, so obviously this is a custom, but this used to have a open mouth face, but we bought a plush, which had a movie accurate head on it, so we just decapitated both of them and switched around the heads. But I think the Woody by itself, like this Woody, like before I turned it to a custom, it's probably worth like $30 because it's really cheap. It's more of a modern day Woody. It's not like 2009. This was like made in 2019. But on the Toy Story Collection Woody, this thing was made in 2009. So this was like made before Toy Story 3. So it's pretty old. But not that old. It's actually pretty expensive. He's like worth almost $100. Because he's like a collectible. That's why I replaced him with that Mattel Woody, the tiny Woody. But I had this guy for I think 6 years now. I got him from Target, and yeah, he's very worn out from playing with him when I was younger. But this guy is worth $90. So the better price is this guy, the custom. I have no idea where the hat went. I'll get it later. But yeah, the custom wins that round. Okay, I found the hat. Next up, the pull strings. Let's get started. So right here's the Toy Story Collection, and here's my custom. So the pull strings, they actually look exactly the same. So there's not really a winner, but the string on the custom is in better condition. Like, you can see it's in much better condition. It's more white. Now, this Toy Story Collection used to be the same, but from wearing out, you can't really tell from the camera, but it's a lot more brown because it just got worn out over time. So, yeah. So, once again, this guy wins in this round. Now, next up is the bandanas. Let's get started with this one. Yeehaw! So, on my custom sort of movie accurate Woody, there's the bandana right there. It's just red, not really much detail on it. It's just a red little thing that they tied up and called it a day. Cheap. But on the Toy Story Collection Woody, they kind of did the same thing, but it's not cheap. It's actually got detail, just like the movie. It's tied up and everything, but the bandana looks a whole lot better. It doesn't look as cheap, so it's super good. So the Toy Story Collection Woody wins this round again. Yeehaw! Next up is the boots. Alright, so the customs boots, they actually look pretty accurate to the movie. They look cheap, but this is kind of how they look in the movie, I think. The little spike things, and the shoe looks pretty good. Looks pretty accurate, but I think it's a little, like, lighter color, which I don't think is accurate, but I wrote my name on the bottom of this shoe. So, it's cool. So these are pretty movie accurate. And the Toy Story Collection Woody, the boots in general look a lot browner in my opinion. And I also wrote my name on his shoe also. But, oh wait, he's very worn out because I had him for 6 years, so the spikes are kind of, they're kind of messed up over time. But if you look on reviews of this guy, you see they're a lot more gold, and you can still see that, which is not movie accurate, I don't think. But the shoes look a lot more browner, and the shoes are mostly seen. The spikes are not gonna really be a big deal for accuracy. So I'm gonna say the Toy Story Collection Woody wins this round again. So, yeah. Yeehaw. Next up, the buttons. And this is just like a marker. I'll explain how this happened in just a little bit. But now, let's get on to the buttons, yeah. Okay, so on my custom Woody, but on the custom Woody, they're just printed on cheap, printed on buttons. They're not real buttons, so they're lovely and cheap. But on the Toy Story collection, they're actual buttons. They're not printed on. They're actual buttons, which is just like the movie. So, a Toy Story collection Woody wins again. This thing is beating the heck out of him. All right. Well, the Toy Story collection Woody wins that round once again. Next up, the pants. So yeah, let's compare the pants. So on this, the custom movie accurate Woody, here are the pants right here. They're not fully movie accurate, but they get the job done pretty good. They're nice jeans. But they're kind of light in my opinion. But on the Toy Story collection, they're a lot more darker. And I think that may be movie accurate. I don't know if I'm wrong or not. But they also, the boots have that little orange sewing looking thing, which is movie accurate. And they feel like actual jeans. So, once again, the Toy Story collection Woody wins the round. Once again. Yeehaw. Okay, next up is the vest. Alright, this round is going to be pretty obvious. So, the movie accurate custom Woody has this, it's all printed. It's literally all printed, just cheap print. But on the Toy Story collection Woody, it's like a for real vest. Or whatever you call it. I just call it a vest. But you can actually do that. It's an actual, vest and everything. It's not just printed on cheap, you know. There's a closer look at it. It's pretty worn out over the years. Because I had them for so long. So, yeah. Obviously, Toy Story collection wins again. This thing is winning. I won't even have to count. The Toy Story collection's beating the heck out of them, but we still got a few more rounds. It's pretty unlikely, but the custom Woody still has a chance of winning. So, yeah, we're gonna find out. My expensive hand. Say hello to my expensive hand. The ring light is pretty bright today, or is it just me? I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but the ring light seems more bright than usual. I don't know. Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a little more bright than usual? I think it is, in my opinion. I hope that doesn't bother y'all. I try to make my videos the best quality I can, but my phone is different. My old phone was a lot better. The camera is, for some reason, it's had a lot of problems on this camera. And this is like a brand new phone, like brand new. But we're not talking about phones in this video. We're talking about Toy Story. So, yeah, we're on to a different subject now, which is not what we're supposed to do. So, yeah. I'm just showing my hand constantly. But, what were we doing? What was the next thing we were comparing? I don't know. Oh, yeah, the hands. So, on the cheap custom Woody, the hands are like this. They're closed, which is not movie accurate. And the Toy Story collection Woody, the hands look exactly the same. Like, literally exactly the same. They're closed. Like, they're identical. Like, yeah, there's literally no difference. It's the exact same replica. So yeah, the Toy Story collection is exactly the same. Let me get my camera focused on it. There you go. So it's kind of a tie, but no, none of them win this round because they're not movie accurate. So yeah. Next up is the belt buckle. So on the custom, the hat fell off, but I'll get it later. The belt buckle is kind of cheap. Let me get my camera focused. But it's got all the like detail with the desert bowl themed, whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to get it focused. Get focused, camera. I wonder what happens if I turn off the light. Whoa! You can't see. I don't want to look terrible. No. No, you can barely see it. No, you can kind of see it. Yeah. Whoa! Whoa! Wait, what was I nervous about? Ah! My hair, why is it sticking up like that? I can't show that on video. I look ugly. Ah! Okay, I'm being... I was doing that on purpose. But, yeah, the belt buckle is cheap, and I don't think it's really the right color. You can't really tell, because this ring light is so bright. It's too bright, and if I turn it down, then it'll get too dark, and the camera won't focus. So many problems. So, even this ring light is horrible. I don't know. Well, it's not horrible, it's just too bright. Unless you get it at the right angle, just like that. And then it looks like almost perfect. But on the Toy Story collection, Woody right here, the belt buckle, oh, you can actually see it a whole lot better. It's more gold. So, the Toy Story collection wins again. Next up is the, the Hulksters. So, we're going to start off with the Toy Story collection, because we always start off with the custom. So, the Toy Story collection, Woody, the holster is pretty movie accurate, actually. There's nothing really inaccurate about it. It, like, spins just like the movie. And on the custom, I actually kind of colored it, but without it colored, it was all literally just brown. But I colored it to make it movie accurate, and it looks actually kind of cool. It looks better than the movie. But, since it looks better in the movie on this, and it's not really, brown anymore, I'm just gonna count that as a win for this guy. So finally, this guy has a point. The Toy Story collection is still beating him, but he's catching up. Who will win? How long has this video been going? 18 minutes! Oh my... 18 minutes. Wow. But, next is... I actually don't know. Oh yeah, their hair, that's right. So here's the custom. There's its hair. It's kind of, gotten bad shape over the years, but it's still good. It doesn't have any hairlines like the movie, so yeah, pretty cheap. But that's on a lot of Woodies. But on the Toy Story collection, it actually has hairlines, just like the movie, which is movie accurate. So, the Toy Story collection has a point again. Alright. So, this is the second to the last comparison. The buttons on the, close to the hands. So, on the custom one, movie accurate, sort of, it's got, this printed on button. And that's just marker on my hands. But it's got this printed on sheep thing on its arm. But the Toy Story collection, it has an actual button on the arm. It's a real, legit button. You can see it. It's plastic. So the Toy Story collection wins again.